Last we left off, the Fate Chosen had entered Brunson's shop, where you guys had asked him for a range of services before eventually taking refuge underneath his shop in a small storeroom suspended in the sky with a window overlooking the clouds below. It was a tight room, but the floor looked very welcoming after the countless amount of hours you guys were awake without oxygen and in multiple skirmishes with these alien-like creatures. Drea and Bjorn, you guys shared a tea that put you both in a deep sleep for the night. While the rest of you guys, after some short conversations, found places to retire, valued in a bucket of water, some people on the ground, and retired to get some well-needed sleep. Sometime deep into the night, Bjorn, you, in your sleep, thrashed around, screaming, having some kind of nightmare, waking the rest of the crew up, who eventually, using Dario's magic, put you back to sleep and put you in a more comfortable position before dawn came and you awoke to the worried looks of your friends. Some conversation was had about it, but it was mostly brushed aside. And you guys returned into Brunson's shop and spent the majority of the session haggling with him, gaining some new cool items. Harakai, you tried to convince Brunson to come with you, but he was determined that if he were to die, he wanted to die in his shop doing the thing that he loved. While you, Thalion, found a book about breathing exercises to help you better withstand the thin air up here. After all purchases and contracts were thoroughly checked over and signed, Drea and Bjorn, you guys dressed up in your Quadrum suits, in your modified Quadrum suits, and stepped out for a walk while the rest of you guys went back downstairs and started packing your gear up, getting ready for the day. Did I miss anything?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. With that then, welcome to tonight's session of
Mythic Wyrd.
Dre and Bjorn. It's been about 10 minutes.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
Do you have something you need to announce?
Oh, I definitely do. First of all, big shout out to Hero Forge. I don't know if you guys have seen our intro screens. They are done by the very talented Bjorn, who's used those models to show off cutscenes. So big shout out to Hero Forge. Please sponsor us.
Love you, Hero Forge.
Yeah, we use your models. We use them on the tabletop. We use them for thumbnails, and we absolutely love you. So please show us some love back. And second of all, we'd like to do a big shout out to the Dungeon Coach. So we actually are using his modified combat rules along with his modified Wild Surge table. So definitely go check him out if you search up Dungeon Coach on YouTube. He's got awesome videos on there. And if you also search up his website, you guys can purchase PDFs of his, what are they called?
Maps.
No.
Like the walls?
Yeah, like mods. Expansions, source books, that's a good word. Yeah, so a big thanks to you guys. It definitely makes the game a whole lot more awesome.
We'll link them in the description.
Yeah, we'll link them in the description. Go check out Dungeon Coach. If you want to get us on your channel, you can contact us. We'll wait for you. Yep.
There's one more thing.
Yep.
Just get you to read this out loud.
What the hell?
is it?
Dario's DMing the DM.
Yeah, what? I'm the one who gives out the handouts. I'm reading this out loud?
Yeah.
I, Lord of many lands, realms, and subjects, hereby declare sanctuary for thine ears. For the fate chosen are now performing at the famed inn Spotify every week beginning henceforth. Please remember, number 1, no gold required. Number 2, please spread thy word. And number 3, Blue Boys must be accompanied by owners. And number 4, no system.
Oh yeah!
That's awesome.
Yeah!
So I'm guessing we are now officially on Spotify.
We are.
Awesome.
Episodes 11 to current ones.
Oh, they're all up already. Oh,
Yeah.
that's wicked.
So if you guys want to check it out.
Well done.
I wanted to
Awesome.
surprise
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Good
That's
job.
So
Thanks for
clearly,
doing that, Dario.
We're all putting in a lot of work, so if someone could start watching us, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So how do we so we just jump on Spotify. I've never used Spotify before, so we just search up what
Mythic Wyrd.
Mythic
It'll be
Wyrd?
the first thing that comes up.
awesome am I keeping this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping. I never get handouts. I want handouts.
I tried to use normal candle wax to seal it, and I just messed it up.
Yeah, it smells good though. That smells real good.
Oh, and if you could also read
All right.
Bjorn gives him his life.
Yeah, Jesus.
This will cover the next 50 episodes.
Yeah. All right. So, with that, we start off tonight's session with Bjorn and Drea. You guys have stepped out of Bronzen's shop, activating your awkward mag boots that connect you to the grates. The armor that you guys are wearing is not the most free moving, but you appreciate being able to breathe. You guys spend 5 to 10 minutes in silence, slowly walking through the city as your boots fall heavy on the grates and ring out. You guys take a couple of seconds, stopping every now and then to observe the destruction that's been wrought on the city. Giant vessels crashed into the city, towers blown up, still smoking, and dead littered behind barricades everywhere. Even though, from what you can gather, it was a short period of conflict, it has been an absolute staggering amount of damage done to both the population and the Grand Skyport. You guys eventually peel your eyes away from a still burning ship, bright blue flames occasionally spitting out of it from where an aether gold tank has been busted, an aether gas tank has been busted, to face each other in this hazy, windy, foreign place to both of you guys. You look at each other, both dressed in modified suits with helmets with great beards showing on there. And you can't help but almost chuckle to each other, how ridiculous you both look and where fate has brought you both.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing? I hate this place. I really do. It is so suffocating.
Yes. Yep. And taste of cloves isn't really
Not my
much of a
specialty.
taste. Yes.
It's a bit dull.
Still glad you joined the Fate Chosen.
You know what? When I first joined, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought you guys were going to be idiots, like the biggest idiots.
Depends on Dalian for sure.
Even Dalian, he's nice to be around.
Yeah. They're okay.
I still think I'm better. And others pretty cool. Still
So why did you join us?
Why did I join the pictures? Well, I guess it was my only option. I had to make a choice I didn't want to make, and it just led me here.
Can I ask what choice that was?
Well, it was either death to me and everything I've learned, or to go travel through all of this and try to fix something.
I don't understand. You're saying that you were forced to seek us out?
In a way. I mean, if you believe in fate, I would say fate brought me here, but even that's a bit hard for me to believe now.
When we make our own fates, we have to. If we leave it up to destiny, then well, it's done a fucked up job so far.
It has. If you knew what would have happened here at the Skyport, and if you could have told them before it happened, would you have? To prevent it?
You mean if I had some sort of premonition?
Something like that? Like a warning?
Oh yes. How could you keep something like that to yourself?
What if the consequences are too high? Would you still do it?
Higher than this? I sort of gesture around.
Yeah, you're right. What's worse than this? I hate this place.
Yeah. Well, right now I'd rather be out here than back. I'd rather stay up. You know, after what happened, I don't know if I can stand being looked at like in that way. You know,
Yeah,
like I'm a monster.
I think sometimes people label us as monsters because they do not have the capacity to understand.
Sometimes we're just living in denial.
Maybe. But we're still here.
Not sure that's a good thing anymore.
Oh, me either. Trust me. Sometimes it's strange sometimes to live in this world.
Do you have something worth living for?
Revenge. Quite honestly, that is the only reason I'm here.
It's a dark path. I also thought that that's all I wanted not so long ago. And the path that led me down is one full of horror. Can you believe I wanted to take revenge upon the world for making me this way?
No, I understand.
My father took that away from me as well.
Yeah, sounds like a dick.
He had his moments. Far and in between, but he had his moments.
Do you ever like regret feeling that way?
Angry at him. Well, maybe it's like you said. Just didn't have the capacity to understand at the time. And now I do, and yeah, I regret it. There's a lot I regret. There's a lot I regret. Sorry, your mask was still
That's right,
working
mine
out
too.
speaking this thing.
I wish you didn't put a beard on. I think it makes you look a bit strange. Is that what dwarven ladies look like?
I hope not.
I hope not.
Just in that moment, as you guys are kind of having a bit of a chuckle, as suddenly appears in your eye visor, without your kind of peripheral vision, he's just stuck himself on your eye socket and is banging on there or knocking on there with his little fist before turning and pointing with his tail over Bjorn's shoulder.
I look in the direction.
I also look.
You guys, without really realizing it as you're talking, you picked up a slow pace again, stopping every now and then in your conversation. And as you guys turn to look where Az is pointing, you see seated on the edge of a sky bridge, about in the middle of it, a dwarven warrior. Weapons beside him on the bridge, and his head in his hands. And as you guys listen and watch, you can hear his faint sobbing over the wind. You can see blood crusted on his hands and half his body. Spots crusted on his mask. As he looks up to the sky, shakes his head and puts his head in his hands again, sobbing.
He hasn't noticed us.
I say truly we don't know who to trust here.
But we know how to draw out that reflection.
True.
What do you think?
I think if we can help him, we help him, but if it puts us at risk.
Do you recognize his colours? They were colours, right?
He's dressed in... He's dressed in blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
Did you guys take down any notes?
I think one red was...
That's how it looks.
No, both you guys make an intelligence check.
The straight intelligence or like history or something?
Your choice of intelligence or history.
I'll do history.
Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. Yeah, history. Oh, sorry, no, investigation or history.
Gotcha. Alright, 23.
Sorry, mine's frozen.
Okay, so blue and yellow, you briefly remember having a conversation with Harakai. And he is from the Barak Azum clan. And you remember that clan is hostile to Barak Azum.
Are we know each other?
No, you are in a deep maroon colour, both your suits plain.
I think we don't need the whole horse, so if we approach him,
You have a beard on your helmet. want to have a look at surroundings. Is he just appear to be alone, or just like walked up from his group?
He is alone. You don't see anyone else close by. And the bridge itself is probably about 100 meters across, and he sits in the middle. The wind is blowing furiously, and he's like his feet are over the edge. Not even magged, but to the bridge itself. And if you remember, these bridges don't have any balustrade or railing or anything on the side.
Call out to him.
Warrior.
His head snaps to you, and he clutches the pistol at his side.
I mean, you no harm.
What clan do you hail from?
We are of no clan, but we are allies. For all who are accepted.
You're not part of the delivered, are you?
I do not even know what that means.
Doesn't matter anyway. What are we fighting for? Are we not brethren?
Yes. I am of the same mind as you. Step away from the bridge. Let's have a chat away from the wind.
Why? What respite is there from
A little
this?
bit closer?
Yeah, he's probably about 50 meters away from you guys, like I said, in the middle of the bridge. He puts his pistol gently down to the side, and his voice is still choked up. All this killing, all this destruction. For what?
There must be a reason, for there are still some among you who live.
Reason? If there is a reason, greed was our only motive.
However, you feel now, there is still purpose. Do you not wish to recover what you can?
There is nothing left. I butchered my brothers. My sister and my mother, I have no idea whether they're alive or dead or... Perhaps it's right. Why do we fight? Why don't we just give in? It promises eternal respite. Safety.
What makes these promises work? You speak of the obelisk.
He motions his hand to the admiral ship in the middle of the city. I have not seen it. But those who have call themselves the delivered ones now, preaching its message.
They have been deceived.
Have they? Look around. And he motions his arms to the destroyed city, the carnage around him. It is we who have been deceived by our own greed, blinded by our ambitions, driven to slaughter one another. We are cousins. I wish not to live in a world anymore where riches cast a shadow upon life. No. I think here is the ending for me.
There's always another path.
So you give up? What, like a coward? You slaughtered so many just to what, die?
He
Your
scoffs
cousins.
as he slowly gets up to his feet, weapons still on the ground. He gets up to his feet and he's still facing the edge of the bridge, and you realise as the wind blows, he takes a couple of steps back. He hasn't magged himself to the bridge. I'm no coward. I fought bravely for our admiral, for my clan, for my brothers.
And then you'll give up.
It is not giving up. It is simply retribution.
If you want to throw your life away now, you will achieve nothing. It'll mean nothing for those who survive in this world that you've left behind.
Both of you make a joint persuasion check.
Where did I jump this one? 14.
I was like 17, but my thing is just freezing. So I think it's a +3.
He half turns to face you guys as he staggers again against one of the blows of the wind. What is it that I have to live for now? What world am I leaving behind?
Take these harsh lessons to heart and dedicate the rest of your years to finding another way, to teaching another way, to providing another way for those who are still suffering.
He looks out to the admiral ship, contemplating your words for a few seconds, before looking down at his leather gloves, crusty with blood, and you can see as he moves his fingers, flakes of dried blood crumble off them. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I can atone for my sins. Yes. Thank you.
Now step away from the bridge. Activate your suit, man.
You see him kick one of his heels to the other, and a small buzzing sound emanates before it dies away. And you can see him secured now to the bridge. By the way, his body kind of blows in the wind, yet his legs stay there. He slowly droops down, picks up his weapon and his cutlass. What is your plans, warriors?
First of all, what is your name?
Halvin.
Alvin?
Aye.
I have a question for you, Alvin. Are you hearing thoughts in your head that are not yours?
It whispers to all of us. It promises eternal salvation. We are only but to lay down our arms and give ourselves to it. Many have already.
We have found a way to rid you of the voice, but you'll have to trust us. It is painful.
What do you mean to do?
What do you reckon? Like, I don't know what to do now.
Drea is just going to like. We've got gloves on.
Yeah, you're all like in a leather jumpsuit with that kind of a small breastplate and helmet
Yeah,
above.
but I'd be able to take off one glove, right?
Yeah, it's secured in, so you can like unsecure it from the rest of the jumpsuit and take it out.
So Drea wants to do that and just like turn over her hand and like just puff a little bit of the gas.
You're still in armor. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Like it's a clean shot.
Alright, well maybe before you do that, sorry. I'm gonna just ask him to hold still. And then I'm gonna mind slip him.
Nice.
Okay, roll. Does he roll a save?
Yeah, this is the best way to find out.
Yeah.
What save is it?
Intelligence.
An 18.
It's 3 points down.
He doubles over, dropping his pistol again as he holds his head. Ugh, what is happening?
It'll only take a moment. Just to see if your mind is clear. Try not to resist.
You, with that mind slither, an image just flashes before you of a Barrack Sylvan warrior as... Even though he passed, it's only a second. As the warrior crawls away, he raises his axe, his cutlass, and almost like a blood frenzy, bringing it down on his back, cutting through armor and leather, before turning, shooting his pistol down the hole, bringing down another clan member. And then you just get the overwhelming sensation of regret and mistakes, but nothing in there that indicates towards the hive mind.
Alright. As far as I can tell, you are clear. We have friends with us. They are brethren, no matter the colours they wear. Can you accept that?
No.
Then let us return.
You're not Druran, are you?
Isn't that easy to tell?
He waves his pistol at you. You're double my size.
I was hoping you would have noticed.
So, I mean, it's true. Harakai really did make a pact with the humans. Maybe what we fought for wasn't in vain then. We really did betray the company.
Perhaps you can ask him yourself.
Make a persuasion check again.
17.
He reluctantly, slowly nods his head. Takes a few steps towards you guys. Before eventually you guys are 10 feet apart.
Sort of just nod to Drea and then sort of just flank out to let him through. And then I just want to sort of be like a step behind him.
The rest of you guys,
Oh, what?
as Jed finishes off yet another ration, and you guys finish off packing or doing your morning rituals or wherever it may be. What do you guys do? Is there a plan? Is there something to be said?
During this time, Harakai, we've been working with a bunch of scrap materials in the thing, and it's starting to assemble them to do mechazine again. Do you think there are like? It's been 10 minutes, I think. Should we go check on them?
No. I think they should be fine. If they're not back within 20 minutes, then you say maybe then we go look out for them.
Alright. Starting now.
Stack 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. It only works in 10-minute intervals. Alright, so now we can breathe. We can get to the barrack den. And then go from there. Right?
Sounds like a plan to me.
How are you finding your suits? Comfy?
Did you see Dara kind of doing the movements? There's a stretching.
Valiant hasn't put his on yet. He's sort of distracted and sort of pacing back and forth and goes, Harakai, can we talk?
Sure?
And he sort of like motions fully over.
1 second, just let me tighten this. Yep. What's up?
Well, okay.
You ready?
I'm sorry.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm sorry that this is what you had to come back to. Harakai, I've experienced loss in my life. Not to this scale. Perhaps because, well, I didn't always have much to lose. So for me, the loss was great. Even though it was less than this. When I had to leave my Aurora behind, she gave me this pendant. And well, if nothing else, it brings me comfort. When my mother passed, she too gave me a pendant. Holding it to my chest in her final moments, she told me to always remember, home is not where you lay your head. Home is where you keep your loved ones. And if you always keep them close to your chest, no matter where you are is home. I don't have many that I can call loved ones these days. But well, he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a crude sort of made pendant. And it's an anchor that's sort of upside down, and it's got like a ring holding it in the top. And he sort of bashfully hands it to you. And he's like,
Keep it close to your chest.
Did you make this?
Well, it's okay. It's not great. I didn't polish it.
No, it's
I
amazing.
mean, you didn't give me your tools, so
Well, to be honest, I didn't really expect.
I just.
he takes it back, and it's sort of like, it's sort of shape of an anchor, and it's got like wire and bits and bobs that you can find around that sort of wrap taut around it, sort of give it the shape. And
It's like a kindergarten.
it's probably not great.
Actually, it means a lot. But if anything, I should be the one apologizing. I didn't mean to drag you all into this, but I thought there might be something bad happening, but I never expected anything to scale.
Harakai, I for one was not dragged into this. I came willingly. Because you, I keep close to my chest.
And he pulls out the necklace of the aurora shell, and sort of being modded, it's got like a ring hooked into the bottom of it, and it's got an anchor facing down, hanging off the end of the shell.
We do this together. For our loved ones. Well, I better try on these boots.
Yeah, let me give you a hand. You know, do you ever think we screwed up?
Harakai, my whole life has been a screw up.
But I feel like we've made mistakes and I guess keep on making them over and over again.
If the world was a perfect place, then what would be the point in living it? Without evil, Harakai, it's hard to work out where the good is. Another thing my mother always told me. She used to say, Thalion, there is no good news or bad news. There is just news. And you deal with it as it comes. And this we will deal with until it is done. And then we deal with the next thing. And then the next.
That's the problem, isn't it? We keep on dealing with problems that are bigger than us. Each time we lose someone along the way. And now I've just let you all hedge us into a death trap.
We're not dead yet. These problems, they may be bigger than you, but you've always been that tad shorter. I think I'll leave the rest of this behind. It looks too constricting.
You need that part to breathe.
Have you read
starts rummaging around, throwing stuff around, looking for the book. He finds it and he gives it to you.
Alright.
No.
It's incredible.
What is it?
It's these techniques that your people have devised to breathe in situations like this.
You're 3 knows, not 3 enough.
It's quite literally that.
He says, I see his Bjorn's voice in his head.
Mine's
I've been trying it out, you see, and well, even though there's air in here, right? I think it will work.
Jeez. I never even knew about that. I always just used the respirator. But this is old.
Can I keep it?
Sure.
Just give you a big smile and he tucks it into his cloak pocket.
I'll leave a hammer behind for it.
Sure. But Thalion, what do you think we're gonna do after this? Like, even if we do survive, I don't think I can do this much longer.
Harakai, you've lived most of your life on a floating city. That is just, even in this wreckage, a sight to behold. You left that behind to come to a surface of world, a world unbeknown to you. You fought in a contest that literally holds the fate of everyone in its balance. And you still return to your people. If anyone can do this, it is you. That axe you won't let me kill people with. Out of everyone in this expanse, it was given to you for a reason. Now I might not know much of your people and your ways, but I know enough to know whoever made that decision made the right one. So don't disappoint them.
I already have.
We'll see. We'll see. He couldn't have made these boots a little bigger.
I mean,
My feet can't breathe.
if you want to stay attached to the bridges, you should probably wear them. It's probably going to be a bit uncomfortable, but
Can we just use the bottom bit?
do you want mag bones? Probably should have asked him before he made all of the adjustments.
I got a sense he didn't really like me.
Yeah, I get that too.
Hmm.
Look, I think you'll just have to make do.
Fine. Do you think, he'd give us some more rations?
Nope, I do not.
Should we stop Jed from eating?
Probably.
Right.
You get to that. I'm gonna finish off Mechaxerxes.
If you need help with the calculations, just yell out.
I'll be sure to.
Go over to Jed.
Jed's currently in your bag looking for some more rations, and he sees you coming. He's like, Anything to eat?
There's some leather in the corner. Chew on that for a bit.
And I pull my bag away from him.
He picks up a strip and is like, alright.
Don't.
Here, take mine. I'm gonna toss him something like rations.
More, yeah.
Take my piece of it.
Awesome. He catches it, and immediately tucks into it. As your timer, did you set a timer?
Yeah.
Rings out.
It's been 20 minutes. We going? We're
Yeah.
going. Let's go. Yeah. There we go.
Let's go.
Anyone know which direction they're going?
Oh, you gave him a walkie-talkie thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna send this right. I'm gonna activate it. Where are you? It's been 20 minutes. Are you okay? Hello?
You're probably about 200 meters away from Bronson's shop. It's shop's in sight. You guys can see Fortune's Wind, and you're within 5 minutes.
Yes, we're here. We're on the way back. To get your beard in a tangle if we've got a friend.
A friend?
Well, we'll see.
Can only be 25 words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it sending?
sending.
Oh, I didn't realise. I thought you actually made something.
Do you guys head out?
If they're on the way back.
Yeah, they say just put that on the
Wait
way
for
back.
him
It
here.
should be close. Alright. So
Yeah. So you guys want to meet him out, or wait for them to get in?
here.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh wait, the shop's pretty small, isn't it? Do we just wait out front?
So you guys gather your things, head out, sealing the latch. Bronson's nowhere to be seen. His workshop doors are closed.
Actually, before I leave, can I just knock on his door?
Yes.
Thanks, President. We'll be off now.
Don't forget my caskets.
Never.
Pigeons thirsty.
All right. We should see you in a bit.
I hope so.
Me too. See ya.
The doors open, revealing the chamber that you guys stand in before it closes. You guys feel the pressure changing as the air is sucked out of the room before the doors open up. You guys step out. Fortune Wind is still hovering there where you guys left it before. You look to the left and you see Drea, Bjorn, and a dwarf dressed in barracks Azum walking between them as they stop 30 feet away.
Hey.
Look what we found. An old friend. Or something, probably not. Halvin?
Aye, Alvin.
Have I heard of Calvin?
He looks like an Arcanaut warrior, but probably in his first or second year, judging by his armor and his weapons. So it is true. You really went to the surface and made a pact with the humans. Is that Galmaraz on your back?
Actually, in that time, so I was able to set an infusion, and I set a bag of holding, so it'd be in the bag.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Why, Harakai?
First of all, I didn't make a pact with the humans.
Well, they're here, aren't they?
They're friends. Not everything's about money.
Yeah, well, the code says nothing about bringing friends from the surface to the skyport.
Yeah, and look where the code got us now. The world's changing. Did you expect me to try and fix this all on my own?
I didn't expect you to make trading partners outside your race.
I didn't.
Then why are they here? We were told you went down to the surface, made a contract of your own, just for Barak Zilfin.
That's not the case. The reason I went down to the surface is to find a cure for Aetherblight. I wasn't there to make any pact or set up any trade routes. And honestly, did you think they'd send me, of all people, after what I did?
I've heard. The failed engine rigger.
Yep, that's me.
Then what of Galmaras? It's not in the vault.
It's true. I have it.
So why would you need the weapon of our ancestors to cure Aetherblight? I'm finding it hard to believe.
To be honest, that wasn't part of my plan. I didn't expect to be in possession of Galmaraz. It was sent by Yavil because...
To what? Traded with our cousins on the surface? For alliance, gold?
Come on.
You're a greedy bastard, just like the rest of your clan.
He said it 3 times. He didn't trade with any of the humans.
Then why would he need the weapon?
Why do I still have the weapon?
Where is it?
Safe? Not on the surface, that's for sure.
I don't trust the Barak Zilfin as far as I can throw him.
And that attitude is exactly what led to this whole mess. If I'm not mistaken. Right? Right?
Puts his
What did we
hands on his
speak about
hips.
on the bridge? Brethren and all that.
Not being a coward.
Regret. Finding another path. I mean, it was literally 10 minutes ago.
I've seen my clan slaughtered. The barrack den under constant bombardment. And you prance up here, undamaged. The horrors we've seen over the last 2 weeks, just oblivious to you. Our families disappearing. We don't know where they are. We don't know who's dead, who's alive. We don't know what those fucking things are. And you come prancing here with humans. And you expect me to believe you.
Harakai takes the bag off his back, reaches in and is going to pull out that glass.
You can see his demeanor change, and here there's kind of an awe-struck, even though you can't see his face, just his body language, as his hands fall by his side, as he just stares at the weapon that he probably would have never seen in his life if it wasn't for this situation.
Look, I may not have been here, but I've made mistakes, and it's maybe a result of some of my actions, but I never intended for any of this to happen. That'll be. And to be honest, I'm a little scared. I'm very scared. I've come back here, and there's death, contorted versions of my brethren. I don't even know who's alive. And now those aliens are apparently set up by my fathers.
Aye.
I've been to the Endon world and back here, and there's been torture. And I'm here now to try and right some of my wrongs. So I'm sorry for any misfortune that's come your way, but please just give me a chance to fix things.
He walks up to you slowly. As you guys kind of all tense. His hands are by his side, but you know his weapons are on his hips. And he comes face to face with you. You can tell by his armor that he's young. You know, there's nothing ornate or grand about his armor. The carvings are simple. You know, he hasn't proven himself yet, or you know, collected enough riches to upgrade his armor and everything. And he slowly, after staring at you, he slowly reaches out. Are you holding Gamras in front of you?
Yeah.
And he puts a hand between your hands around the hilt of Gamras. You swear on the weapon of our ancestors that is the truth. He holds it for a second, holds your gaze for a second. Before slowly releasing Gamras and nodding. My father too is in the Admiral Crypt, taken by the bite. And thus, I believe what you say upon Gamras. What is it that you mean to do?
We obviously can't do this just us. My plan was to go back to the barracks and then try and gather a troop and investigate and try and put an end to all this madness.
Silverbeard, Barracks Ilfenden took a lot of losses. I don't think there's more than 50 of your warriors left. For what it matters, I am sorry. I am sorry. If you would have it, I pledge my help for the betterment of our people. I disown the code written by our admirals. And instead, I retake what our ancestors once had, what our cousins on the surface still swear by. Loyalty and honor. If your troop will have me.
I rip off. Is there like, because I'm wearing the barracks?
Yeah, the barracks often.
Now I know I haven't got colours, but is there like a patch or something I can rip off to?
You know, there would be an ornate piece, on the shoulder.
Just gonna rip that off.
Yep.
All these clans fighting against each other. I don't really understand what's going on exactly, but your people needs to be united more than ever now. And I, for one, am happy to have any help.
I understand. Put one hand on Harakai's shoulder, one hand on Halvin's shoulder. I will unfortunately your system. Right? Oh. Fuck system.
Yes. Fuck the code and all of its underlying greed.
Harakai's sobbing, and he's just gonna run up and hug Halvin.
He's taken aback, but he can't move much from the fact that he's mag boot to the deck, to the grates, and eventually you hear him sobbing softly in your ear before he hugs you back. You know, sobbing for the family that he's lost, the brothers that he's lost, but also the brethren that he's killed by his own hands. And it's a sob of regret for everything. You know, he feels the pain of losing his people just as much as he does for killing yours. And it's genuinely heartfelt. He pushes you back and taps you on the shoulder a few times. So the plan from here.
Yeah. What is the plan? Do you see anything interesting on our walkabouts, by the way?
Other than that, no.
I want to see who's alive. When I get home.
To the barrack den then.
That's alright.
All right. And as you guys are facing Halvin, I need Drea and Bjorn to make a perception check.
Perception or investigation? 13 minus. What's my perception? 11.
You guys, both you guys, as you're all facing the rest of the team, Bjorn, you see them before anyone else does, but it's already too late. As you see on the other side behind you guys, a group of Quadran warriors have clearly spotted you and are making their way towards you guys.
I think I found some of your brethren who are still alive. And they're right over there.
What colours?
Colours are green and black and red and black.
They look friendly, right?
Zulfan scum!
That doesn't sound friendly.
Could be the way they greet each other.
Harakai, you see 4 Arcanite warriors, 1 Grunstock Thunderer and a Sky Warden floating above them, and the Sky Warden is the one that calls out to you.
I don't understand why they fight each other when there's a greater enemy.
What's this? Making friends, are we?
Friends are hard to come by these days, aren't they?
Aye, they are. What's this bunch doing? Ha! Is that you, Silverbeard? And your troop of humans? By Grungy,
That guy's...
it fucking is true.
It's not true.
I know, we just went through this.
They're not my allies. I haven't made any deals or anything.
Shut up!
Do you want proof?
We have it. Now you're gonna come quietly and face a court-martial by the admirals, or we're gonna have to break a few bones.
I don't understand.
Or do you want me to repeat it? I said, are you gonna come quietly? And then he points his Gatling gun at you. Or do we have to do this the fun way?
How many of them is there?
There is 6. All of them pointing weapons at you.
How long has it been since Bjorn did the mine slew to the gate? That said there was 3 days left.
We've got a long
This
rest.
yeah, this is 1 day.
So it's been a single day?
Yep.
Can I just say Thalion's going to ready an action,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not going to interfere. But if it does look like someone's going to injure Harakai, he wants to jump in front.
Okay.
Look, haven't done anything. Alright, I went down to the surface to try and find a cure for the aether bite. I haven't set up any trade routes or anything.
You heard that, boys. He hasn't done anything. All this, and you haven't done anything.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to shoot you, but, you know, my finger just might slip. You and your greedy clan. You're the ones who started this. Halvin steps up next to you. Brethren, just listen to him. Shut up! You should be ashamed of yourself. Does nobody respect the code around here anymore?
Look where the code has got us.
Look where you got us. You and your clan. And now your human friends upon our sacred port.
They're here because they want to help. They're not
Oh.
getting paid for this.
Help you carry out some caskets of Aether gas.
No, help to try and fix this. It's all you ever think about gold. That's all the code encourages. For 1 second, could you be a decent human being and look around at the carnage?
What's the point again? Yeah.
For God's sakes, and Harakai's going to reach back into his bag, pull out Gamraz, and he's going to hold it over the edge of the
of their path.
All of them raise their weapons even higher.
It's a symbol of hope. This is from our ancestors. I don't see any hope now. Maybe we don't deserve this.
Hope ended when you stole that.
I didn't steal it.
Then why is it in your hands?
Yvonne sent it to me.
So the old admiral stole it, huh? The half-witted, half-losing his mind admiral stole it and gave it to you. By Grunky. Somebody should have put that fucker down. Long before they made him admiral. I'll give you one chance. Hand over Galmaraz and yourself, and we'll spare your friends. Otherwise, this turns to combat.
Idiots. So stupid.
So be it. Ready weapons, boys. That's where we'll go for break.
I don't want to fight your people. Why are they so mean?
If this is all about money, then Kana's gonna throw his bag of money.
Alright, welcome back, guys. So, just as a quick explanation of the battlefield, BZ is Bronson's shop, FW is where you park Fortune's Wind, there is a bridge on this side, bridge on that side, and a bridge on that side. This is all barricades or rubble that had been set up, and same with that weird marking over there. And then the squares are towers that are still standing. The Skyward and his crew have advanced from this side, and you guys will just be, if you set up anywhere along those squares, yep, on that line.
Just take me out.
No, in line with, what's his face?
His name is Bjorn. What is his face?
Where do you want?
Harakai?
And then I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh. It feels like it's been a very long time since we've done this.
Yeah, because I never try to kill.
The last time we tried to do this together, we nearly died.
It's been at least a week.
I got
The last time I had a fight was with the Hydra.
You got 5?
Yeah.
So did I.
Really?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 4, so.
I got 5.
You 4 plus 1. I'm
Yeah.
plus 4.
Yeah.
I got 5 too.
What?
Oh, no. I got 11.
No, if I don't put the HP on there for the enemies, what are you going to do?
So what I usually do is I track the total amount of damage taken, and then if we work out the HP, then I adjust it.
Okay, cool.
Kyla, what'd you get, sorry?
11.
Is that annoying? Do you want me to put it on there straight
Not
away?
in the middle.
Okay,
No.
cool.
And Daria?
14.
What happens if you're exhausted?
It just doesn't come up.
-1.
It just doesn't come up with the pretty
Um,
reduction thing. Then I won't know if they're bloodied and all that, so you track that.
Yeah.
How do I add in the new bow?
If I do spells, I can't be like, what do you call it? What do you call it when you want to kill or you want to knock out? I can't do like a knockout spells and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say it's a bit hard with magic. You'd probably have to, like, the last hit would have to be physical.
Okay.
Because it's a bit hard to control, you know, if you're throwing fire at them or something, you know, if it's just going to knock them out or burn their lungs. Or
Yeah.
something.
Just burn their toes.
Yeah.
Just to drink a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Toe tip.
It's like in a video game where you just like touch their toes a little bit and they end up dying.
It's like same with like range attacks. Like Dario wouldn't be able to like, I just want to knock him out. It's like it depends where you know.
Really?
you hit him.
Daria's pretty skilled with a bow.
I mean, like,
But his arrow is piercing them.
Not if he's hitting a rock that's dropping it in their head and then knocking it out.
Yeah, it's true.
They are all the moves that should be in that description.
All right. Are we ready?
Ready?
All right, Dario. I need you. You've tied with 2 of the
Oh.
warriors
Are we doing?
for first spot. So we need to do rollies.
Wait, the highest initiative is 14?
Yep.
Did you record all the initiatives?
So we
I got 4.
Just go straight D20.
Oh, 4, I thought you
Where's
had
my
5.
plastic
Yeah,
D20?
but I'm exhausted. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
All right. Can you just put Dario on
Dario
15 or
higher?
something?
Yep.
Yeah.
that's the exact same roll I got before.
All right. So top of the round. Dario, what are you doing?
I get in contact with this barrier.
Oh yeah. Sorry. The rubble and the barriers and everything provide +2 to AC.
Do you want to lift the camera a little bit? Are you going to be staying the whole time?
I can't see here, so.
So out of these guys, because if I like go to him, is he technically behind cover?
Yeah. Yep. That would be.
What about that?
No, he wouldn't be.
Awesome. I'll take a shot at him. I'm actually going to cast Hunter's Mark. First level spell slot. As my bonus action. 16.
16 hits. It's a glancing blow.
Oh, sorry.
That is for Hunter's Mark. You have to roll for Hunter's Mark.
It just happened. No, 16. Alright.
So glancing blow.
That is 17. No, sorry. 14. Dang, this is really good.
Dang, Billy. Against who? Sorry.
That guy.
Oh yeah, we should probably number them.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. There we go. Anything else, Dario?
I'll take another shot. Well, that's like 23 or something.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
When did you guys get so strong? Did you level up?
Level up.
Is that the Brunsons? 11 points of damage.
Just noticed doing damage.
And that's my turn.
Alright, the Sky Warden. So Joel, just so you know, Arcanite Warriors, I think I already told you, Arcanite Warriors, Thunderstop, and Sky Warden.
Did you get the first one?
The Sky Warden floats a little higher in the air, his
14.
athematic pack whirling as you guys hear this high buzz, high pitch humming as he floats higher and higher in the air. Kill the traitor and the humans, and bring our sylvan scum alive. Now, he is going to use 1 action point to use a special ability.
Is that action point? And
Yep.
Special ability?
Yep.
What game are we playing?
He calls out, load, aim, fire! And the 4 Arcanauts at the front bring their pistols down at the same time
Holy shit.
and release a volley all at the same time.
Do I get the reaction thing that I said before while we were talking? I said if anyone attacks Harakai.
Yep.
Can I do that?
That's so cool.
Awesome. So hearing him say that, Thaddeus going to grab his thing that he just got from Grundy's, from Thingy's workshop.
Yep.
It's like, sting better work! And he's going to throw it down in front of Harakai.
Harakai, this this weird shield on wheels gets thrown in front of you before there's a... And the kite shield expands, forming a wall in front of you. Alright, so I need everyone in this range here. So everyone but Thalion to make a dex saving throw.
Even
Whoever's you can make it with advantage.
Well, we can all make it with advantage, right?
Dario.
15.
15.
What about Harakai behind the shield?
just adds +2 to his AC.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, 25.
I got 15.
Alright, the DC is 15.
I got
I
12.
got 15.
I got 15.
Okay, sorry, I just gotta
Dude,
go between them.
With advantage, I got a 4 and a
Alright. Oh, 10. That was a terrible roll. Alright, everyone takes... So those who failed take 4 points of piercing damage. Everyone that passed takes half.
12. Is 15 fair?
No, 15 is passed. That's right on the money.
So who failed? Just a meter.
Me. So I got
And everyone that...
I failed.
And then everyone who passed takes half.
So we take 2 damage and they take 4.
That's so cool.
So the bullets ricocheted off the ground, some hitting you. Most of it is just shrapnel from the ground it hits. Before the Sky Warden, right, sorry, he's got his set abilities, so this is gonna be.
You get 20 temp.
Okay, before the Sky Warden uses another action point, to shoot a flare out of his pack. Harakai, you see him thumb an activation button on his pack, and a red flare just goes. Flies up in the air before it hovers there, red. And the trajectory, he shoots it out of his pack, and it hovers, lands perfectly over you guys. Now, you being Caradrim, know that he's just signalled for either A, a strafing run, or B, a broadside. And it comes down in 3 rounds. Like on the third person's turn from him. And he ends his turn there. Who's next? Grunstock Thunder. Okay. Whew, these guys are gangster. Alright, you see the Grunstock Thunderer, Harakai, you obviously know the weapons. He has a Grunstock mortar in his hands, and he loads a shell in there before arcing it high, and shoots it up. And again, you know that will land in 2 turns.
Okay.
And that ends his turn. Who's next?
Sorry, did he also shoot a flare? Is that 2 flares that he shot?
No, he shot a mortar, so it's basically a giant bomb, right?
Yeah.
That he shot into the sky. We're just gonna land in 2 turns.
Alright. I just, this can be Halvin. He will be behind you. And who is Bjorn? Okay, both will be here. Yep. So the flare and the mortar. It's just a reminder for myself. All right. So flare goes up before the Grunstock Thunder. So it's a volley of bullets, flares, and mortars. And you guys see them both harking high up in the air, whistling. Before you guys take your turn. Who is up? It is Kyla. Kyla's up, and Thalion, you're on deck.
Mm-hmm.
You got some?
Okay. What is that motherfucker?
That's happened.
Oh, it's scary all of a sudden.
I'm saying it was corrupted after all.
Kyla just recently getting shrapnel shotted. He reaches towards the sky, and he summons a thunderstorm centered at this point. He really doesn't want to do this.
Centered here?
I think over here, and it's 20 feet by 20 feet.
Which square? You're pointing in the middle.
This
This square or this square?
just this one. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait.
That's
Sorry,
my-
is it that way? Because it's not a radius, this one.
Yeah, it is. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, so it's yeah. 5. Is it this?
You did this one. Which one do you want?
Is this one? So just mark that, and then we'll just go like this box. Is now
Awesome.
a massive thunderstorm.
Yep.
Everyone takes 2d6 blundering damage on a fail save, I believe.
Wandering damage.
Yes.
So what's the saves they have to do?
They have to beat my. Sorry, it's been a while.
That's right.
I think they have to beat 15.
Okay, so this warrior here, what save was it?
It is. Strength saving throw.
Strength. Alright, so this guy gets 21, a 17, a 22, a 20, unnatural, and that's it.
Alright. This is all difficult terrain now as well.
Yep.
And Kyle also, towards the sky, will send a bolt of lightning from the thunderclouds.
Mm-hmm.
And I will hit this guy over here.
Alright, does that
So
have to
the
do
other guys
anything?
don't take damage. They all pass. Is that right?
They all pass.
Does he have to roll anything?
No, I rolled to see if I hit.
Nice.
Getting, that's a 2. That's really bad. Getting a 9, 7, 9.
Against AC, misses.
Do you need to do wild surge as well?
Oh, I have advantage in the roll if they are in the cloud.
Okay.
That's much better. Getting a 17.
17 hits.
So he takes 4d6 lightning damage.
Mhm.
So he takes 4, 4, 2, 5.
4, 4, 2, 10, 15.
And takes half of that. So,
Oh, he takes half lightning damage?
Harakai, you know, all dwarves, and especially the Quadrum up in, like the ones, like delving in the 8th gold and stuff, have, like, dwarves normally have a magical resistance, these guys even more. Like, the 8th gold, the 8th gas definitely obviously harms them, but it also makes them thicker against magic.
Also, addition to difficult terrain, they also have disadvantage to wisdom perception checks made
Yep.
to listen.
Yep.
So it's really loud. And I think that's about it. And I think I'm going to move away from the...
What level was that, Jay?
I was a level 4.
Cool.
I'm
And do you
going
want
to roll...
roll your thing?
Yep. Getting a 3. So it goes off. So it goes off, and I didn't get to move.
Oh, it goes off on a 3?
Yes.
With the new way we're doing it, yeah.
So it was a D100 plus
D100
a
and D20.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hopefully I don't kill
This is
everyone.
so bad.
Alright, D100 is 41. D20 is 3.
41. 3.
Oh no.
Okay. So. Alright, so you cast your spells. Who's next to you? Which way were you going to move?
I was going to probably move backwards.
Alright, make a strength saving throw.
Oh, jeez. That's not bad. 15 plus what's my strength? -1, so 14.
Alright, you just failed. And as you turn around, you brush
Is the saving throw -1?
Harakai.
Yeah.
You brush Harakai, and all of a sudden you just feel yourself flying through the air, and you go directly 30 feet back as you're thrown from your feet. And just managed to land on your feet. And you look up, and it's almost like as if you just brushed against Harakai, and your magic just flowed through you, and just pushed yourself off Harakai, going flying.
That's
Yeah.
you. do I still get movement? Or is that no movement?
It doesn't say. I'm going to say you can still move though.
Cut. And I'm just gonna go under the cover.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Mythic Wyrd 2. Thalion, you're on deck.
So also in addition to this spell, if they walk into this, they have to do a wandering damage as well.
If they're already in it, what happens?
If they're already in it and they're still in it in the next turn, they take that 2 wandering damage.
Okay, awesome. All right, so
There's a whole bunch of lumbering there.
Yeah, so he's sorry, they're one number off, sorry, because I couldn't find the one, so yeah, it's that guy. He's
so these
number
guys
2.
too. Okay, so
Wandering fools.
1, 5, 10, 15.
It's 2 wandering.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's half
So 10, 20, 30. And he's going to use his bonus action to reload. And then he is going to take a shot at you, Bjorn. At disadvantage because he's outside of range.
Bitch.
Getting a 13.
Miss.
And yeah, just turn there.
Wait, hang on. The EMT's staying in the range, so we have
Yep.
to do a strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
Yeah, he passes.
Oh well.
Alright, Thalion, you're up. And Harakai, you're on deck.
I don't have this free action,
Anyone has like a slow
but I'm
spell or
going to
something?
say, what's the plan, Harakai?
I don't know. I don't want to fight them.
Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So the broadside comes raining in, and you see a ship in the distance. Like, Harakai, first of all, you hear it. So you see the flare, you know what's happening, and then you hear the and you see a ship in the distance. Its cannons firing, and just as you say that, you hear the shots raining in. So I need everyone in. So that is a 30-foot cube, so 15 by 15. I need everyone in that area.
I mean, I think it's
Is everyone?
Do I get advantage with my cover?
No, against this. I need everyone to make a dex saving throw. The DC is 18.
Remember, you got the shield if you want. DC is what?
10, 18.
We just got the last.
10,
Yes, remember, 18.
Those that fail take 26 points of
Whoa.
piercing damage. Those who pass take half. And those who failed are also not
26.
prone.
Who's close to
Oh.
succeeding?
I got 15.
What's the
I got
DC?
15.
18.
Did you get?
Alright,
We all failed already, Tom.
So
I
26.
just passed with 18.
Yeah, everyone else failed.
Shit, so everyone else takes 26 damage.
And not prone.
Sorry, who had the highest?
I had 15.
And then the mortar also lands as well in that same
Oh,
spot,
nice.
same range.
How much damage do we take?
26 if
Sorry,
you
can-
failed.
So, sorry, I'm gonna,
Sorry, can I use Ben Luck
To do what?
to increase someone's
Yep.
roll by
Yep.
4? So Harakai, when I brushed you, some magical presence is still lingering in the area.
okay.
That helps you somehow. Sweet. With damn it, just the one.
Drea,
Concentration check there.
my
Oh, yeah.
spirits
And
come
Drea as
around
well.
me, take 4 less damage.
Concentration.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks,
wait, you were
God.
hit by
I
it,
wasn't
sorry.
there. Notes. I used 2 men magic.
Yeah, so you take full damage still, or half?
Full.
Alright, those who fail. So DC on the airburst shot from the mortar is 15.
Dex?
Dex. Those who fail take 22. And then those who pass take half.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh, this is the other one, straight after.
So we
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what?
passed.
What did you
Was
get?
it 7?
I got
22,
9.
so 11.
I got a 3.
We
I'm on 11 points of
Oh,
HP.
but what about Haven? Did anyone do his Gauss first?
Halvin is down
How
as
much
well.
damage did we take?
22.
22 and a fail.
I was 16 HP.
So the shot comes in raining, and as soon as you guys, the ringing stops, you see the mortar Harakai coming down, and it bursts in the air about 30 feet above you guys, throwing hot shrapnel all over the party.
Alright. Sorry, can I just do this in order? So I pass. So take half your pass.
Yep.
6, 2.
Alright.
Alright.
Am I rolling?
Kyla, did you pass?
I didn't roll.
Who's out?
Okay,
I'm out of
yep. Bjorn?
I passed the second one for the first one.
Yep.
I'm on 25 health. Oh, man.
310 damage.
Harakai?
That's a full damage.
Dario?
Counts as one.
What's that?
Dario, did you pass?
I failed both. I'm on 16 HP.
Oh shit.
You gotta roll from concentration. Yeah, so
And
I think
then
concentration
Randy
is at
failed,
10,
yeah?
Or
Yeah, both.
have
I'm on
to
11
get
HP.
over the damage, or what is half the damage? I think
Yeah.
it's
I hate this place. I
It's
actually
the
hate this
damage?
place.
the full damage.
You too.
And if it's below 10, then you take them. Like the gun.
Yeah, so we get over 26 damage for the first one.
So I'm gonna roll higher than 26.
Yeah.
So what was the save DC?
Oh, that's not right. You go for constitution saving throw. So I think first page. Oh shit.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh. Literally the whole party's just about done.
Your ears are ringing, everyone's got cuts and bruises everywhere as dust picks up around you guys. Bits of shrapnel are still falling, rock and debris,
So let's do it.
as you see the Sky Warden flying high and getting his gun ready.
Guys, we
So you
can't
see
die.
Gatling gun in one hand, chain sword in the other.
Who's next?
Valiant.
Damn.
Guys, we can't die yet.
Alright. Shit. What's the plan? Are we going towards or away?
Well, they're going to chase us, right? I don't know.
Alright. Damien's gonna rage. 5, 10,
Oh my god.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, sorry, he's not going to rage to start with. He's going to move 40 feet, and as he does, he's going to. His strider's going to come out, and he's going to throw him at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he behind cover?
He is.
Okay. Alright, so. First one. Chance fail. Is 7.
Yep.
Second one. Oh shit. Never mind. And then he's going to use his bonus action to rage. That's my turn.
Alright, Harakai and Drea, you're on deck.
Okay. How guys gonna get up? Take me to trial. Leave him out of this. It's not their problem.
Lay down your arms!
That guy drops his weapon.
Okay.
Stallion, stand down.
You just see the hair on the back of his hair start to grow.
Looks like we'll have to put at least one of you down. And he uses his third action point to call Force March. And everyone can move their full movement. So they're going to go 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. And then he's going to use his last action point to call Focus Fire. They all reload, point at Thalion, and they all shoot. Thalion, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Dwarfs like me. 18.
Okay. 32. So you pass. So you take half 32. 16
Oh my
points of
God.
damage.
16, and then I'll half that because I'm raging.
Yeah.
So 8 damage.
As all of them quickly load, run up to each other in a line, and at the same time, fire! And all open fire on Thalion. Harakai, you know that like you guys have faced crazy stuff, but this is the first time, like, your people, majority of them are skilled military, and this is the first time you guys have come up not against wild beasts, not against monsters, not against bloodthirsty marauders. These guys have tactics and work together.
Holy shit.
Who's the
We
one
are getting
that's-
slaughtered.
who's the
We
one
were
that's-
Sky
just
Warden.
floating all around.
Anything else, Harakai?
Thalion, stand down.
That'll end your turn. Dre, you're up. You're on deck.
Drea is just gonna come over here and drag Bjorn and help him out and help Dara out. That's my turn because Drea doesn't know what to do.
Okay. Bjorn, you're up. You pick up your friends. You can see they're bloodied and cut, all covered in dust. As you pick them up, helping them up off their feet, they're all still a little bit dazed. And yourself, your ears are ringing as you feel as crawl underneath your helmet to take cover from all the shrapnel.
I'll get up and I'll turn and look at Harakai, look at them, and then I'm going to take a few steps forward, and as I'm going, I'll unsleeve my top, the vest part of it, and start tracing a tree on my chest, and pull the runes out with 2 hands and blast it out in front of me, and I'm going to create a silent image 15 feet in front of me that is going to consist, so it's almost going to be like a projection, right? Like think of like a TV screen or something, right? And it's going to be of just all the bodies of the dwarfs that we've come across since entering the city on the wharf with Drea. And just death and destruction and the way that we're seeing the city now in the aftermath.
Okay.
And if that holds him a bit, then I'm going to change it to another scene.
Make a performance check and catch this.
Nice.
Got
People your system.
How would you guys assist them?
Act as dead dwarfs.
We all remember the world.
not that forward.
Spell.
What's your spell DC? The save?
15.
15.
So it's like last about 15 feet. Directly in the middle of us. As I do, I'll just yell out, "Have you not had enough?"
Okay. You see the line of Arcanaut warriors, the guys at the front, stagger for a little bit, their weapons dropping slightly as they look at the screen behind you. In front, sorry. The Sky Warden and the other guy, you see the other guy loading another round in, while the Sky Warden spins his Gatling gun. But the warriors at the front look a little bit shaken.
Alright, so the spell lasts for 10 minutes. right? So I don't know if this is okay in my action or not.
Mhm.
But now that I've got that attention, if I could change to another scene, because I can move, I can like manipulate the image.
Mhm.
And I'm going to show them the scene that I saw with my mind of the chamber, or wherever it was, where the obelisk is, and all the dwarves standing around it in a trance and being sucked into it. And if that gets to them, then I want to shift to another section for that. But I'm just going to yell out with that one, I'm just going to yell out, "This is your true enemy!"
Okay, that'll be your turn.
Nice.
All right,
Not 43.
which is 4.
Correct.
Yes. Okay, you see the middle warrior look to the side, and he says something to one of the guys at the side before he throws down his weapon and turns to face the Sky Warden.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Nice.
Arcanite Warrior 4. Reloads his pistol and points it to the head of him and looks behind his shoulder.
Cool.
Dario, you're up.
Okay, so one of these guys is pointing his gun at
The guy on the outside. This guy's pointing at this guy.
Yep.
They both, because that's the only guy have to do a strength saving throw.
What's that?
They both have to do a strength saving throw because they've been still.
A 10 for the first guy and a 7. So 10 on this guy, 7 on this guy.
Can I take a shot at the gun?
So one takes 9 points of damage,
Remembering they take half from any magical things.
and the other one takes also 9 points of damage.
You can. It will be a DC of 20.
Would I have a better chance at hitting his arm or his hand?
All of it will be a DC 20.
I am going to take a shot at his gun. Oh, yeah. No, I
The arrow goes flying past his head and disappears in Kyla's storm.
I'll take one more shot.
Alright.
Come on, Daria.
So, first arrow. Load the second arrow in there.
Can I just use someone else's stuff?
Just adjusting to the bow.
Because, yeah, it's... I'm not rolling good. That is 24.
Hey!
I'll
Keep
just-
it. Keep it.
First arrow goes, second arrow, you pull it back and you pause for a second, controlling your breath. And there is a split second where you see the Sky Warden nod towards the other guy. And in slow motion, you see the trigger pull, the hammer falling, and you let the arrow fly. And there is a shot cracks out just as the arrow hits the gun, flying out. And you see the smoke in an upward direction, and the pistol goes
Nice.
flying out of his hand.
Nice.
Good shot.
That was good, that was good.
Anything else?
Just double check something. No, I think I'll end my turn there, but we're going to go. Do I have to roll to jump over?
No, that'll be fine. It just counts as difficult terrain. What a shot.
Very cool. Very good idea.
Anything else?
No, end my turn then.
Alright. So, Sky Warden. I need... Who wants to roll for his action points?
Roll
That's
for a
the way
second.
D4. He gains 2 action points back this round. For his action, however, Traitor! Brings down his gun and unleashes a volley at his own man. You guys watch as he turns around. The Gatling gun spins 8 barrels on it. That was good timing. And it goes, and you guys just see the dwarf falling backwards, his chest shredded as 8 shots. And he falls to the ground. The rest turn around, still faced, and animate to fight and not die.
Is he unconscious?
Yeah, but you know, he's dead. The Sky Warden is going to use a action point to shoot up a green flare overhead, and then his second action point. Oh, sorry. Actually, let me. No, first of all, he's going to use. He shouts out, "For glory, for riches!" And the rest immediately activate. Going 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to take a shot at you, Harakai. That dude. Getting a 11. Misses. Second guy is going to go 10.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
actually, that's in my EC.
Okay, so you take
What are we doing?
9 points of piercing damage. 10, 20, 25, 30.
1 damage.
Take a shot at you. That's a natural 1. He shoots his gun, and you guys just see the back of it blow up in his face, and the barrel fall off as his pistol misfires. This guy up here goes 10, 20, 25, and he's going to take a shot at you, Bjorn.
What gun?
Oh yeah.
That is true. 25, 30, as he pulls out his cutlass.
Was he here?
No, he was here. He went 10, 20, 25, 30.
Oh wait, that's still in range. I did the thing wrong.
So he's here, 10, 20. Yeah, and then he gets out here. And then he goes 5 feet there. And then for his second action point, yeah, he shoots out the green flare. And immediately you see the Grunstock mortar look up as he follows it, tracing it, and shoots his mortar at the same position. His flare is going to land here. Harakai, green flare is like focus fire for the mortar, and in metagaming it ups the DC for the mortar save to 22.
Oh, wow.
I'll end 2 turns.
What's the range of the mortar again?
600 to 1,200 feet.
So like the
Oh, 30 foot cube.
30.
So just erase this one so we don't. Alright, and that's it. Arcanite 1, which is number 2. Is 2 dead? What's this? Alright, no, that's this guy.
No, 2's alive, so 2's 3.
Oh, sorry, yeah, so it's 1, so it's 2, right? Yeah, he's 1 on there. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is going to make 2 cutlass attacks against you, Thalion.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a 15 and a 26.
15's in my AC and the one hits.
Okay, so first one doing 6, 7, 8 points of damage. Second one doing 12 points of damage.
So that's 1, 6, yep.
Sky Warden says, Better get them under control, Zulfin. The Grunstock Thunderer already took his turn with the shot, so Kylo, you're up.
Can I shoot the Kylo's gonna try to shoot the mortar.
Sure, good idea.
He is going to
Okay.
he's going to shoot the mortar. I take it I got with a firebolt.
Alright, I'm going to say DC is 22.
Okay. Tide of Chaos.
Go ahead.
7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. That's even worse.
You fling the fireball and you just time it wrong, going just underneath it as it continues to fall.
Can I do Bardic Inspiration?
Sure.
Shut up.
absolutely.
No, you can't
Yeah,
Is that
it's
a reaction?
reaction.
Anything else?
Yeah, Kyla's going to. How far high is the mortar at the moment?
It would be like you can hardly see it. I'm saying because it lands in 2 turns, but remember it's like 6 seconds, so I was like, poof.
So it's pretty high at the moment?
Yeah.
Alright, can I prepare a bonus action? Can I do that?
A bonus action to do what?
I can shoot my lightning in my bonus actions, and I want to see if I can zap it.
You can't prepare a bonus action.
Because it's an action that you have to play, yeah.
You
Okay.
could just do it now, though. It's too high, isn't it?
It's too high, that's why I asked. Okay. I am going to quicken. I'm going to quicken a spell,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to throw another bolt at it.
Like fireball?
Yep.
Yep, go ahead.
If I delay my turn as it gets closer, would I get more of a?
No, because like this thing's like falling fast, and you're trying to hit like a shell like this big.
That would do it. That is 24.
Nice.
You shoot it again, timing it perfectly now as it falls, and you see your fireball connect, and it bursts in the air, throwing its shrapnel everywhere. And in a few seconds, it falls harmlessly around the place.
That was 2 meta magic.
Nice.
What's happening with Howard?
He's down on the ground, face down. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Alright, Arcanite Warrior 2, which is number 3, which I think is dead. Oh no, this guy's 3. Is going to go this side of you and attack you twice, getting a 19 and a natural 1.
19 hits.
Doing 12 points slashing damage. Thalion, you're up, and Harakai, you're on deck.
Just like that potion I mean, yeah, I think I do actually.
Alright. I'm gonna try to, Danny wants to pick up the guy in front of him. I want to try and pick him up and try and sort of run to the edge with him.
Alright, it's going to be a strength contest.
Cool. So I get advantage on strength.
Getting a 14. Oh, I was pulling out the good dice.
Advantage on strength ability checks or saving throws?
Both. So that's 16.
Yep, you beat him.
22.
Yep.
Yep.
You can move half speed with him.
Half speed with him. Alright, awesome. So this guy will probably get an advantage against me, but then I want to go 10, 20, 30.
Yep. The
And
attack
I
missed. Anyway. Yep.
Awesome. So I want to run to the edge, and I just want to sort of. Oh, I'm assuming they've got packs, right?
These guys don't. That only the Sky Warden does.
Ooh, okay, that's gonna do it. I'll go throw off the edge.
Okay. You tackle him underneath his arms, running over to the edge, and you throw your shoulder into him, and you can feel his mag boots, like the resistance of it, but you're too strong as you pull him off his feet and throw him off the edge. As he falls down, disappearing. If he didn't have a mask on, you would see his face, but he's screaming as he disappears. As he falls down, and you see him smash against the tunnel and fall off.
Sorry, I'm raging.
Anything else?
And then as a bonus action, you can see my tentacle appear here. And I will attack that thing. Again, 22.
Hits.
Sorry. Always lose this one.
Sorry.
So doing 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Harakai, you're up, and Drea, you're on deck.
Okay, seeing Thalion throw someone off the side, Harakai's just gonna scream, Thalion, stop! And then he's just going to, after seeing Thalion release him, kind of like fall to his knees. And he's just gonna say, everybody, please, stop! Stop! And that's it.
Drea, you're up.
Sorry. Do I have to move 20?
Just trample over.
Sorry, I don't know if this makes a difference. That was cold damage that he took.
He'll take half then.
I actually don't know what to do, man.
Yeah.
Joe's actually gonna enter it too.
Cool.
Bjorn, you're up.
Sorry, did you say this? Where's it?
Is this like a building or is this like the edge?
That's the edge.
It's coverage. Just gonna come back here.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll walk forward a few steps to maintain the spell. So 15 feet is the image, so they can't really see
Mm-hmm.
behind it. I suppose unless there was an image, which I didn't really try and disguise it, so yeah, sure. So I'll walk maybe 15 feet forward. And I'll just... I don't need to keep pumping into it, but because I'm going to change the seat, I'm going to think it's unfair to use my action to do that.
No worries, but you do get the sense that they're a lot more scared of the Sky Warden, and after seeing one of their own executed,
Which one's the Sky Warden?
the guy with the blue.
If you end your turn, and it's half terrain, half.
And you said if he walks in it, isn't it as well? They enter it?
Each creature that appears each creature in the sphere when it appears or ends its turn must make a strength saving throw.
So if you end your turn?
Cool. Then I'm gonna.
But it's difficult terrain.
Alright, so I'm gonna step into the storm and I'm going to leap and skill and read. Using Misty Step.
What the hell?
And you just see a burst and Bjorn comes back and I'm going to be launching my sword
Nice.
at the what's it called?
Sky Warden.
Okay. That's hitting a very good roll. 27.
27 hits.
Alright, so let's see. So stars. 9 points of piercing damage with 3 points of lightning,
So the lightning he'll take half of.
and then I'm going to grapple myself forward
Yeah.
to him.
So he's in the air at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm like flying up towards him, and I'm just gonna like come in with like just essentially just like tackle him almost.
Yeah.
While he's in the air, which does 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And then so I'm sort of like I'm bigger than him, right? So I'm sort of like trying to like block his view sort of thing and just like entangle him with my body. The balloon that's on his back or the contraption on it, can I see like a weaker spot or something like that? Or maybe there's like a kink in his armor or some place where I could secure something to.
Make an intelligence check. A investigation, sorry.
That's a 10.
In the fray of it, as you're grappling onto him, not quite.
Alright, well I'm just gonna, while I'm grappling onto him, I'm gonna reach into my pouch and pull out the Aether Grenade. I'm gonna pull the pin. I'm just gonna like slide it down his shirt or something.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kick off him and put it back down.
That's cool.
And then I have to do an acrobatics check or something.
Do an acrobatics check.
I should have said it. 18.
You land on your feet in a superhero pose. Just as you hear the last click of it go off, and roll for damage.
Do I have the stats?
Do I give you the card? No, I didn't. Did I?
You look at the explosion. Or do you just turn your back to it?
15 feet square, all need to make a con saving throw. So for him, getting a 9, and the other guy passing, getting a 19.
You have to roll for yourself as well.
And they're stunned to your next turn. Or he is stunned to your next turn. So it goes up in front of his face.
Does it blow the balloon?
Flash of it. It's a stun grenade, so it's not damage. It's more light and sound. As it goes off, and you just see him drift a few feet back as he shakes his head. Obviously, something has been damaged inside, like electrically. And you see him shaking his head, trying to regain his view.
I'm just gonna make the assumption that that's my whole move. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it took to put that grenade down. But...
Okay.
Yeah,
Warrior 3, which is Warrior 4.
Can I have pushed off him this way? Sorry. Still not in the
Oh,
stores.
that's
Yeah, that's yeah, sure.
Oh, over there. Is that right?
You'd have to push up in front of him.
I'm back in the store. So strength saving throw.
Can we just take a photo of the rifle that Dario has made?
2 minus 1, so 1.
Eight lightning damage.
I'll take 8 lane.
Oh, sorry, blundering damage.
Blundering damage.
Blundering. Blundering.
Are you resistant to
It's
plundering damage?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Actually,
master
you.
blundering.
Yeah.
Alright, alright, what, 4? What's this, 3 and 5?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
So
you
5
3.
is full.
Alright, so 5. 5 is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he doesn't have a gun, so he's gonna end there. Dario.
This guy's like,
We both, buddy.
Dario, you're up.
My protection is a concentration thing, so that's the got here. Excellent, I just got
Roll
so
for concentration.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I'll
Is
say
it-
it's on like this line, just so you know.
is that a bonus action to change weapon?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna change
It's a-
to the rifle.
is it a free action?
To like draw a weapon or something, but he's got his bow on to take out this gun.
I'm gonna put out the repeater shot rifle. Aim at these guys. So, what is it to hit? So I got 13. Is that like a plus?
Plus your dex, so
So,
like your bow.
So it'll be 16.
Yeah, who you shooting at, sorry?
So I may target up to 3 creatures within 10 feet of each other. So I'm gonna target both of them.
Nice, yep, 16 is glancing bow on both of them.
Who's this?
The tentacle.
I have to roll attack for each target. So I'll do that for which one's taking more damage.
So what I 3 there, so he's taken 11 damage, the one with 3 on him, and the one with 5. Oh, sorry. Sorry, no. The one with 3 on him has taken no damage, and the other one's taken 11 damage.
Alright, so the one that's taking more damage, that's the first one. Second one would be like 11.
Misses.
So it's 68 plus dex. $19, 20.
You unleash a volley of this gun as it kicks back into your shoulder, raining hell down on this guy.
And that's very much.
Alright,
And then we'll start to replay. I'll check. Yeah, start to replay.
alright. The Sky Warden is stunned. Joel, do you want to roll his action point side? 1d4?
I'm not gonna read
Okay.
Come on, it's done. He's not gonna recover shit.
You die. And then at the end of the turn, he's going to see if he recovers early, and he does not. And that'll end his turn. Gruntstock Warrior is going to. He's going to step back, and then he is going to shoot up in the air and target here.
it.
And that is his turn. Carla, you're up.
Wasn't he stunned as well?
No, he passed his
How many turns does that falls into place?
on the next turn.
On the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot it down with my lightning?
No, too high.
The next round or next?
Next turn.
Next person's turn it lands. It's not after Carla.
I'm gonna shoot it down again. Dirty 20.
Just misses.
Yeah.
I'm going to quicken again
Mm-hmm.
and shoot it. Getting 19.
You fling 2 firebolts at it, both of them streaking off in the air, both of them just missing as the thing whistles as it comes down.
I know this might be a little bit picky, but
Hmm?
if he just missed her.
Anything else?
I'm using so much meta magic.
Alright. Warrior number 3
Okay.
goes. Does this thing get opportunity attack?
No.
Goes, what, 5, 10, 15 as he roars towards you and tries to do the same thing that you did to his friend.
So strength.
He gets +5.
It's good.
You got this.
19.
He slams up against you and you hardly move as he tries to put you off. You can just hear the rage in his voice as he struggles against you, pushes himself back, and then just takes one swipe against you with his cutlass. Missing as well. And that'll end his turn there. Before...
Can I use a reaction?
To do what?
So my staff, if it's in closer range, I can do a reaction to go. Can I try that?
If that, you can only use a reaction if an enemy moves.
Oh,
Engages your friends.
okay.
Make a DC 15. Whoever's in it.
Dex?
Dex, yep.
You like that? Okay, she's
She's dead.
Oh.
It's alright, gravity. Guys.
What'd you get?
Ah.
Well, I got 2 plus 3.
Taking 25 points of piercing damage.
Oh my gosh.
down.
We're both down.
As it lands, throwing shrapnel all over you guys before the smoke clears, and you guys see Drea and Dario get blasted back on their feet as they fall unconscious. Weapons falling from hand, cuts bleeding everywhere all over their body as they just get shredded by the shrapnel.
That's all you.
Thalion, you're up. And Harakai, you're on deck.
Oh shit.
Alright. Thalion's gonna turn around in rage. As he does, he's gonna see and hear Harakai. And he's gonna, with all his strength, resist his rage and cancel it.
Okay.
He's gonna shove this guy in front of him, sort of shove him back, and then he's gonna get down on his knees and say, "Enough!" and put his hands behind his head.
Okay, he puts the cutlass to your throat and you can see him breathing hard. You can't see his face, but you can feel the rage and the anger. He was dressed in the exact same clan colours as the one you throw off, and you can just feel him pressing the cutlass harder and harder against your neck. Do anything else?
Like freaking got shot by animal.
Anything else?
Just gonna move my tentacle. Here.
Alright, Harakai, you're up. And Trey, you're on deck.
Oh, so,
Literally.
Literally.
Seeing the explosion, Harakai is just gonna scream, "No! No!" And he's going to go. And then he's going to take a knee next to Dario. And he's just gonna like hold your head and he's like, no. And then he's going to rummage his pack and grab out a syringe. He's like, come on, Dario. It's going to hit you with it and it's going to cost Spare the Dying, so you don't have to make death saves and they're stable.
Nice.
And then he's going to turn and look to Drea. He's like, come on, Drea, come on, get up! And he's going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
Levels, John?
Yes. Level, Spare the Dying's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, damn.
Yeah. And Healing Word is a... Oh yeah, level 1. I'll cast that level 3. So 3d4. And that's it for my turn.
Alright. Dario, you're unconscious, but alright. Drea, you breathe back to life, choking on blood. As you just feel, as underneath your helmet, licking the blood away from your mouth. And you can feel his soft paws slapping your face. Bjorn, you're up.
13 points of... Oh, where's Jed?
No, that's Alvin. Jed is also on the floor.
Alright, so Bjorn's going to reach into his pouch and pull out a sphere-shaped item. And just like Ashen Pokemon is going to ditch it at the dude who's stunned.
Mhm.
You know, you've got to stun the Pokemon before you capture it, right? And it's going to be, it's going to activate it, so it's going to be my, I forget what it's called.
Did you trade that in?
2.
Oh,
no,
nice.
no, I traded in the obsidian.
Oh, I think Dario traded in his.
Oh, the orb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is my,
Okay.
what's it called?
Oh, it's not your black orb.
Yeah, not the
Oh,
black
oh,
orb,
sorry, yeah.
it's,
Boulders?
Iron Bands or Binding.
Okay.
And so as I throw it, it unravels, and I mean he's stunned.
What does he have to do?
I don't know.
The item doesn't.
I'll make a ranged attack roll with attack bonus to dexterity modifier, so I guess.
Attack rolls have advantage against.
He's incapacitated, can't move and can't speak. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attacks against the creature have advantage.
Is it this thing?
That's stunned.
That's done.
Go ahead.
16.
Misses his AC, so I'm going to say it's in his AC, but I'm going to say it misses.
Where is this?
To reroll. Yeah, you can. What, one dice though? Using it?
That's really.
Alright.
Wait. Oh no, wait, sorry, I don't have my proficiency modifier as well. So it says with an attack bonus equal to dexterity modifier plus a proficiency bonus, so that would be a
19 just hits.
Nice.
19. Oh, beautiful.
Technically, it's a glancing blow, but it hits and it unravels, wrapping around him, drawing his arms tight in. His weapons are strapped to his arms, so he doesn't drop his weapons. But it straps him in, but he stays afloat where he is.
Stays afloat!
Yeah, I mean, it's the balloon keeping him afloat.
God, what do I do now?
Visual grappling hook. Man.
Once he's wrapped up, I just want to see the reaction of the other guy next to him. Is he giving a shit? Is he like, oh, okay, maybe we don't have to listen, or...
No, so he wasn't even affected before, so to give you, again, metagaming a little bit, the Arcanites warriors are like the basic troops. Thunderstock is like professional military, and Sky Warden is above that. So he's going to continue the fight.
So the guy with the mortar is going to continue the fight.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to grab him. I mean, like, use my grappling sword
Okay.
against them.
What's the range on that?
15 feet.
No, then range.
Step. Sorry?
Oh, you want to step?
From here.
There.
Let's take some of the steps.
You need to be 15 feet to this guy.
No, this guy.
Oh, sorry. Yep. So you're within range there.
Advantage because it's wrapped up. Two rolls. Two rolls. Oh, we missed.
Okay.
I'll take my second step.
Does he get double advantage because it's restrained and stuff? That'd be cool.
You said 19, right?
Yep.
19 and 16. 19.
Alright, what are you doing?
Alright, so I'm going to hook onto him, get it to pierce, takes the damage, which is 1. Alright, so 6 piercing damage and 2 lightning.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use the momentum of, like, jump up and use the momentum to actually swing around, not pull myself, and I'm going to swing around to this guy and
Okay.
try and kick it off.
Oh.
Nice.
Alright. Make an acrobatics check. If you fail, you're gonna overshoot though.
Oh.
Can we assist him?
17?
17 hits.
Oh my god.
I think.
Oh,
Well, it's in his.
this is crazy.
Okay, it misses his AC by 1, but it's within his AC. So
Well, am I doing an acrobatics check or am I doing an attack roll? Because I got more.
you're doing an acrobatics check against his AC.
Okay.
So you hit him, but you don't knock him off.
All of a sudden you feel
Some.
a force that helps you guide your way.
Oh, do you want us to?
Yes. Give me the force.
+2 to your roll.
Is there a range to that or anything?
That's my thing.
You smack into him heavy, tearing out his mag boots as he topples over the side.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That was another
Bye-bye.
2 mana magic.
So that was one attack.
That
No,
was
you
two
did
attacks.
you did
You
your
used
two
your
attacks.
first one.
This is the first one. Okay,
When you
that's
grab
two
two
attack. Cool.
And you threw the thing as well.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, because bonus action and action to do my attacks.
Yep. Okay. Fuck. Alright.
Is he knocked off? Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. 4 is gone. 5 also runs up to Thalion and puts Cutlass to throw. Dario.
I'm down.
Yep, you don't need to make saving throws.
It's stable.
You're stable, yeah, so you're just down, you're unconscious still. Alright. Sky Warden is no longer stunned. I need someone, Joe, to roll another d4.
Why are you making me do it?
Your pick.
Oh my god, slow.
So he's on maximum action points. He's gonna first use.
Is he still restrained though?
Does it say how long that lasts for?
Oh, yeah. I think it's permanent.
Does he make a save against it?
You can, I think. Yeah, that's my strength saving throw.
A 10?
10? 10?
Yep.
No, it did 20.
Nice.
So on a success, item is destroyed, but on a fail, any further attempts made by that creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed.
Oh!
Fucking what is caption?
Okay.
That is
Holy
awesome.
gosh.
What's the thing?
Oh.
When you catch the thing?
Yeah, that's the point I see.
What the hell?
Fuck.
We're gonna do that to you.
Checking in my work.
Is that legal?
What the hell? That's crazy.
myself tonight. So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like,
Didn't you give one to Harakai? No.
no, I just showed it to you.
And
I think I deserve another one of these.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Twink! Okay, wait a second. Okay. Enraged, he yells out, and not being able to reach any of his flares or anything else, he's going to. The one thing he can reach, he activates something through his glove, and you just hear small shells shooting out the top of his back. Oh wait, you're not. Yep. Okay. He shoots these tiny grenades that flash up. They're like stun grenades flashing around him, trying to stun you. Not quite reaching you. As he curses at you and goes 5, 10, 15.
How's he moving?
35, 40, 45. His balloon. He's still floating.
That is restrained.
His
Yeah.
body's restrained, but his wings.
It's not like wings or anything, so he can still use his
But
balloon.
can he still control it?
Well, I never removed my sword, so I just swung on it. I was still.
It comes out. And that ends his turn. Is 2 there? No, that's a 5 and a 3. So Kyla, you're up.
Now that he's dead and he's retreating, what are these guys doing?
There's still swords on Thalion's neck, but they can clearly see that he's flying off without them.
Stop! Enough bloodshed has fallen. This is pointless. I'm gonna try to persuade him to
Alright, make a persuasion check.
stop. I don't know. And as I do, I'm like, I'll just do this. That is a 21. Wait. Yeah, 21.
Okay, surveying the battlefield, seeing that the Sky Warden is leaving and another higher ranking officer is down. They look back at you, one still angry, breathing heavy, before the other one slowly lowers his sword and he grabs him by the arm. He shoves him off, but then he grabs him again, says something close to him, and slowly pulls him back.
And I'm going to help Jed and Arden to their feet, or if they're doing death saving throws, no, they're not. Just gonna help them out. And I'd also like to dispel this.
Okay. Who are you helping up first?
Jed, probably.
Alright. You run to Jed and you turn him around, realizing he was unconscious and very badly hurt.
Oh shit. I had a great healing potion. It's not here though. I'm going to pop it.
Where is it? Where is it? We need it.
I think it's in the room. I didn't bring my stuff, but I'm pretty sure I had one.
Where did you bring your stuff?
Someone brought it for me.
Alright, if you definitely have it, you can use it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't used it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't used it. I'll have the healing strike.
Catch, Bjorn.
What did you say?
Yeah.
And yep, taking off the latches, there's a hiss of eighth gas as you remove the helmet. He's bloody, but you pour it down, and he coughs most of it up, but comes back to consciousness. What in grungy was that? Oh, my head.
That was a mortar. You survived through it. You're made of steel, kid.
Ugh, that hurts. Ugh.
Gonna check on Harvey.
Turn him around, he's also unconscious. As the two warriors on Euthalion start to slowly back off, seeing that this is dispelled, and start making their way to the bridge. Not turning their back on you, they're still facing you. The other one's kind of dragging his friend.
Okay, in dwarven, dwarvish, I'm gonna say
Wait. Just wait.
They stop between you and Bjorn, looking at both you guys.
gonna get up onto my feet.
Has there not been enough bloodshed?
You're merely all pawns in the schemes of those in more power. Clearly you mean nothing to them.
And clearly, we mean nothing to you. That was my brother.
Have we not all lost people?
That was my brother, he says again.
Who attacked me?
The dwarf that Thalion threw off.
We did not want it to come to this. Did you expect me just to stand there while you shot and cut your way through me? I am sorry for your loss. Truly. But we have all suffered losses.
Make a perception check with advantage.
Can I assist because like I was standing there and I said something? I can't remember what it was. 18.
Persuasion? Ooh,
Yep.
that's good. Dirty 20.
He just seems defeated, and adrenaline's still pumping through him. His voice cracks as he almost half sobs. My brother. The other dwarf grabs him by the arm and leads him towards you, Bjorn. Do you let them pass?
I do. I try not to look threatening, but I say, I believe my friend is trying to end this madness. Perhaps you should consider joining for the sake of your brother and all the others that litter the streets.
This mess started, says the other one, because of that traitor. And he turns around and he points his sword at Harakai. We will never forgive him. And we will never join your cause.
Then the suffering will never end.
It will. And he leaves it at that and tries to move past you.
Yeah, still so.
And he half drags, half walks the other one off the bridge, who's dropped his cutlass now. One hand on his head as openly sobs. Another brethren,
So who's he? Who drag off the one?
his friend.
Which one? The one that's with him?
Yeah.
I'll say. What of the one that? What was that? What was the dude saying?
The Sky Warden.
Yeah, what of the one the warden shot down in cold blood? For having a conscience, do you not care for him?
Section 9-8, Clause 24. Retribution.
Don't care about your code.
Retribution, he says over you, is
He is one of you, just as your brother. It could have easily been your brother.
then he will answer to the code.
Started making his way over while this is still happening.
He disobeyed a direct order, and thus the code justifies martial law.
What I saw was courage. Stand up against stand up to what's wrong. Stand up for what's right.
How long before your code kills you all?
If the code was followed, none of this would have happened. And he moves off again. That's the final thing he says over his shoulder.
My silent image was to be going. Can you at least give us any advice on how we can reach that warship? To get rid of the greater enemy that threatens war. And I gesture at this image that's showing the obelisk. And what?
Come. And he just keeps moving.
Huh?
He says come to his friend and he just keeps moving off.
Thanks for the milk, then, asshole.
That's spam. Silent.
Harakai would also be checking on Howden. And I'll cast Spell Guide on him to help him.
You come over and kneel beside Kyla, helping him take his helmet off, revealing a young tattooed warrior, probably again in his first or second year of Arcanaut duty. And you see at this point, it's too late for him. Multiple bits of shrapnel have pierced his lungs. There's a gash across his throat. and he's lost half a leg. He smiles weakly at you as he continues to fight down the blood that's building up in his lungs. And he reaches for your hand and slowly drags it to one of his side pockets, and you help him rummage around in there and take out a small portrait encased in aether gold. And it's a portrait of a family, and you see his father, his mother, his sister, and himself there. And in the background there's a rough sketching of a ship with the name Honest Assets.
What was that, sir?
Honest Asset. Through struggling, wheezing breaths, find them. And if they are alive, do not tell them of the atrocities I committed against my own people. And tell them in the end, I fought for what I thought was right. Speak good of me, cousin.
Sorry.
Speak good of me. Before he exhales his last breath, his hand slipping from yours, and his head falling limp. Another casualty in an uncaring war. And you just take a moment looking down at his face. He wouldn't even be any older than you. He's probably slightly younger than you. Following a code that he never wrote. Serving an admiral he's probably never met in his life. Fighting in a war that wasn't his, or that he was probably told lies or didn't fully understand. And in the end, dying, trying to redeem himself. Distant skirmishes still go on, and it fuels your rage that even after everything, all the damage the city's been through, all the countless number of people that have died, all the dwarves that have fallen to the necromorphs, they're still fighting. Still hungry for more, and uncaring who falls as long as they get the riches they want. Would anybody like to do anything?
I've got like his head in my lap and I'm just like hugging him.
Oh, that was Halva? Alright, maybe we'll approach.
In that time, Dara would have had some good berries and giving it to like Dario, and then I think we'll make our way as well.
That's where we'll end tonight's session. The condemned, battered and bruised, once again outside of Brunson's shop. Still trying to save people that clearly doesn't want them on their side. Join us next week for another episode and keep spreading the mythic word. Hey guys, it's Abraham here, aka the DM for Mythic Wyrd. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and keep spreading the mythic word.